Welcome to this explainer. Right out of the gate today, we're going on a true zero-to-hero journey. If you've ever felt completely overwhelmed by repetitive, soul-crushing digital chores, well, I'm thrilled to tell you that you are about to master automation. And the best part? You're going to do it without writing a single line of code. We are taking the absolute beginner's path to building incredibly powerful AI assistants that will, essentially, do your busy work for you.
Okay, let's dive into this step-by-step roadmap. We'll be looking at the AI automation superpower, demystifying the core concepts, building custom assistants, and then creating workflows without coding. After that, we'll give your AI perfect memory. And finally, we'll see how this all scales up to real-world enterprise automation.
Section 1. The AI automation superpower and escaping the manual grind.
I want you to really think about your average workday for a second. How many hours do you spend just sorting through hundreds of emails? Or maybe copying data from one spreadsheet and pasting it into another? Or doing the exact same data entry sequence over and over and over again? For a lot of us, that's easily a painful 20 hours a week just lost to the digital grind. Which brings up a seriously important question. Why on earth are we still doing things manually in 2025? Every single manual task is quite literally stealing your precious time. We're out here acting like robots doing these boring, repetitive tasks when our brains should really be focusing on strategy, on being creative, on growing our businesses, or, just getting our time back to spend with our families.
The modern superpower we're talking about today is completely flipping that script. See, the old way is you working for your to-do list. It's that feeling like your task manager actually owns you. The new way? The task works for you. Your brand new AI assistant handles all that mundane stuff. It formats the data, it sends the emails, and you finally reclaim your time.
Section 2. Core Concepts, explained simply. The building blocks.
First off, what exactly is an AI agent? Simply put, an AI agent is your own personal, tireless worker. It's a customized AI assistant that follows your exact rules to get things done. And unlike a standard chatbot that just talks to you, an agent can actually browse the web, analyze your specific data, and autonomously execute workflows on your behalf. It's a real game changer.
Next up is the trigger. Obviously, every automation needs a starting point, right? Well, a trigger is exactly what sets your entire system into motion. Think of it as the when this happens part of the equation. So when you receive an email from a VIP client, or when someone submits a contact form on your website, boom, that event is your trigger. And then we have nodes. I like to think of nodes as digital Lego bricks. A node is really just a single step or an action block within your larger workflow. You literally just snap these blocks together to create really complex actions. And again, you do it completely code-free.
Section 3. Building custom AI assistants, creating your very first helper.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is just how incredibly easy it is to spin up your very first assistant. You might think creating an AI agent is this massive technical undertaking, but using tools like the OpenAI GPT Builder or Zapier's platform, it takes literally minutes. Here is the exact path. First, you just talk to the builder in plain English. You type something like, "Hey, I want an assistant that helps me write polite customer service emails." Step 2, you upload your knowledge files, so maybe your company's style guide or an FAQ document. Step 3, you can configure some advanced actions, like giving it permission to browse the web. And finally, Step 4, you save and share it. That is the whole shebang. It's exactly like giving instructions to a human intern.
Section 4. Creating workflows without coding. Connecting the dots.
So once you have an agent, platforms like NN and MindStudio allow you to take them and visually string them together with your other apps. It's like a giant puzzle you're putting together. Here's how you connect those dots. First, you set that trigger. Let's say a new row gets added to Google Sheets. Second, you drop in your action notes, like having an AI summarize whatever data was just added. Third, you route the workflow using really simple if-else logic. For example, if the summary is positive, send a quick Slack message to the sales team. But actually, if it's negative, go ahead and create a ticket in my CRM. Finally, you test it out and deploy. And you're doing all of this visually, just dragging and dropping on a canvas.
The sheer capabilities this unlocks are absolutely incredible. With these visual workflows, you can automate your customer email responses. You can set up an agent to run deep web scraping, essentially doing hundreds of hours of research for you with a single click. You can automatically update your messy spreadsheets. You can even generate end-to-end content for a faceless YouTube channel on complete autopilot. You literally become the architect of your own automated empire.
Section 5. Giving AI perfect memory. Mastering RAG.
But hey, there is a catch. An out-of-the-box AI doesn't actually know anything about your specific business. To fix this AI amnesia, we use something called RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation. To put it simply, it's like handing the AI an open reference book right before you ask it a question, rather than forcing it to just blindly guess from memory. So imagine asking Claude, what is our refund policy for enterprise customers? Without RAG, looking at the left side there, the AI simply has no clue. It's either going to tell you, I don't know, or worse, it hallucinates a totally wrong but very plausible sounding answer. But with RAG, on the right side, your system retrieves the exact policy document from your private files, hands it to the AI, and then the AI answers perfectly while actually citing your specific source.
Building this perfect memory relies on what's basically a 5-stage pipeline. Stage 1 is ingestion. That's collecting all your PDFs and docs and chunking them down into smaller, digestible pieces. Stage 2 is embedding. This is where we turn that text into math so the computer can actually understand the underlying meaning. Stage 3 is storage, securely dropping those mathematical vectors into a database. Stage 4 is retrieval, finding the exact right chunks of info when a question is finally asked. And finally, Stage 5 is generation, having the AI formulate the perfect final answer based strictly on those chunks we just retrieved. If you master these 5 stages, you'll turn a basic weekend prototype into a rock-solid, production-grade system.
Section 6. Real-world enterprise automation. Scaling up.
And this brilliantly illustrates how the basic concepts scale up to massive enterprise solutions. Once your AI has the workflows to take action and that perfect RAG memory to recall your data, you can really scale this up to handle incredibly complex corporate tasks. At the enterprise level, platforms like Ease Integration's Goldfinch AI come packed with native tools to make this totally seamless. Your agents get knowledge-based vector search so they can instantly query your company's runbooks. They use document intelligence to magically extract structured data from super messy PDFs. They can run advanced data analysis to spot hidden anomalies. And, maybe best of all, they use API tool calls to literally talk directly to your SAP, Oracle, or NetSuite software. Your agent isn't just following a script anymore, it's making autonomous, multi-step decisions. Let's look at the undeniable return on investment here because the contrast is staggering. Take financial reconciliation. Teams used to spend 15 to 20 hours a week just doing manual matching. The automated way? Well, you spend maybe 3 to 5 hours total setting up the agent once, and then it just runs forever. Or accounts payable invoices. What used to take 8 to 12 minutes per individual invoice is now extracted, matched against purchase orders, and auto-approved literally instantly. Even highly complex tasks like employee onboarding, which usually takes 8 to 12 hours of manual HR coordination, can be handled in parallel across all your different systems instantly via API. We are trading weeks of absolute drudgery for just a few hours of simple upfront configuration.
So, the crucial point is this quote right here. Every business has knowledge trapped in documents that nobody reads. RAG turns that trapped knowledge into an AI system. Automation isn't just about doing the same old things faster. It is about unlocking the hidden potential within your organization's own data. It takes your dormant, dusty files and turns them into an active, incredibly intelligent workforce.
Well, we've gone from the very basics of triggers and nodes to building an actual AI assistant, connecting it visually and giving it perfect memory with RAG. You now know exactly how this whole playbook works, so I'm going to leave you with a challenge. What task are you going to automate first this weekend? Think about that one repetitive chore you absolutely hate doing and use your brand new no-code superpowers to make it disappear forever. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and hey, happy automating!